Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Superman for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Superman, listen carefully. Metropolis will become the base for the evil General Zod. You are Clark Kent, reporter. You will fight for truth and justice. Why is the Statue of Liberty talking? How does she know this? I'll watch over you. Now go, Superman. And from here, we could press select and select continue to start with the password, but we have nothing to continue from, so let's press start on start. And as soon as we start the game, we are at the Daily Planet. To our left is Jimmy Olsen. Hi, Clark. Your favorite cub reporter, Jimmy here. Say cheese. Click. To the right is the copy chief. I'm the copy chief. Go out and get me some news. We have a deadline. And all the way to the right is Lois Lane. Hi, Lois. Clark, strange things are going on in Metro Park. The exact place is on the map. Press select button for map. So we move around with left and right. Up lets us jump, and down lets us enter doors. By pressing A, we can interact with people, and we do this weird little motion, which is actually our punch, believe it or not. And other buttons will do other things in time. For now, just go up to the door, press down, and you'll end up outside of the Daily Planet. By pressing select, you'll be able to see where you are. This little flashing red and white Superman logo looking thing that looks like a jewel, that is your current location. The dots in orange are places where you can fly, and you can switch between them with the A button. And the little triangle, the little white triangle at the bottom of the orange dots will move back and forth between the places you can go, I think. And you will need that for super flight. More on that later. So when you start the game, you'll be pretty weak. You'll have a good amount of life, but you won't have a lot of energy for your powers. So you have super hearing, which is always being used, is basically a passive ability. In case someone needs help, you will see the help alert at the upper left-hand corner. And you have 6 other powers that you can use at any given time. There's the X-ray vision, which lets you see invisible enemies. There's super flight, which lets you fly. There's super spin, which allows you to spin through certain tiles and go underground. There's heat vision, which will let you shoot eye beams at your enemies. And you have 2 levels of super breath. Level 1 will work on some enemies. Level 2 will work on some enemies. It's up to you to, when necessary, equip super breath and figure out which level works on which enemies. If you use the right level, you'll freeze the enemy and you'll be able to beat them up. To the left, above the whole super hearing box, there's your attack and defense power. These things will go up as you progress through the game. So we have okay attack and defense, but it'll get better as time goes on, as we go through the game. At the top is the HUD. Starting from the left, you have the health alert when that's necessary. To the right is your currently equipped superpower. To the right of that is your health and your item power. The item power being how much power you have left on your currently selected superpower. And I believe the window on the far right is for the subway pass when you get it. So you hold up to jump, you can jump pretty high. And if you press A to punch while in midair, you'll be able to stop yourself mid-jump and go right down, which is good for evading the bullets from these gangsters. Just jump over the bullets and then press A when you need to drop back down. There's a wall here. You won't be able to go past it. You won't be able to read the street sign, sadly. You have to use the map to figure out where you are. So we need to go to Metro Park, but there are some things that we need to do if we, well, want to get more energy for our superpowers. Now, we could go through the area as Clark Kent, but if you press down in front of a phone booth, we turn to Superman. Now, Superman can move faster, jump higher, and he's a little stronger. And he can use his superpowers just whenever you press B. Now, you won't be able to do much at the start of the game, I will have to say. And, ow. You'll have to give yourself... what am I trying to say here? You'll have to go around to places and beat up enemies in order to extend your powers. I am totally at a loss for words right now because I'm trying to... There's a place that I wanted to go to, but I can't seem to go to it quite yet. Anyway, as you're fighting enemies, they will drop items that will leap into the air before falling straight down. There are 3 kinds of kryptonite. There's the green kryptonite, the red kryptonite, and the blue kryptonite. Green and red are bad. Blue is good. Green and red will bring your life energy down, while blue kryptonite will heal you. So always pick up blue no matter what. You'll also be able to replenish your powers just from icons of the powers that the enemies will leave. And if you pick those up, you'll be able to refill powers. The only thing that will not refill this way is super flight, and I'm not sure why. Also, watch out for items popping out of random places. This is the subway, but you won't be able to ride it until you have the subway pass. Yes, you need a subway pass even as Superman. So let's go ahead and go to the right here. And by going up the signs and pressing A, you'll be able to read what the place is. We already just came out of the Daily Planet, so if we read the sign in front of it, it would have said Daily Planet. But here we're at the government tower. So here's something you can do. Stand to the left side of the doorway, hold up and press B. And if you do it right, you'll end up at the rooftop. We did it right. Ow. Yeah, these guys will try to hit you from up close, but you should be able to take them down no problem. How dare you! I'll tell my boss at the Apollo Theater in Metropolis Park. And we now have this flashing Super Breath 2 icon. If we pick it up, we extended the power meter for it. So we have more Super Breath level 2. Also, there is a little telescope here, but we can't use it at all, as far as I can tell. Anyway, to go back down, just leap off the side of the building. And now we're going to have to fight enemies again, but I'm not exactly worried about that. So, fighting enemies. When you're just Clark Kent, you'll just get the kryptonite. You won't get the superpower refills at all. In order to refill your superpowers, you'll need to play as Superman. You'll need to beat up enemies until the proper things pop up. Now, if you're playing as Clark Kent, you'll only get the kryptonite. And I mentioned that before, but that can be a good thing because you don't have to worry about power-up refills popping up, and you can concentrate more on refilling your health, which is excellent. So now that we've picked up a extension for Super Breath level 2, let's keep going to the right here. And let's keep using our weird controls to do a little dance in midair to avoid bullets and drop straight back down. And also read signs. Prescott's department store. That's not where I want to go. It's where I want to go is further to the right. So, let's keep getting there until we do get somewhere we need to go. And I think it may be right here. And it's a good thing we're finding these guys as Superman, because these guys are going to kick my butt otherwise. Thankfully, all they do is just go up to you and try to stab you with a knife. Same thing with those other guys that we met earlier who tried to hit us with a whip. And what's here? Hunter Jewelry. Again, not where I want to go. But we can talk to people. You can get to the next street using the underpass. What she's talking about is CBD, which is down there. If you see a vertical line with small horizontal lines going through it, that's a subway path. You'll need to have the subway pass and use the subway to take that path. So we cannot take the subway to go to CBD, which is the commercial business district. At least not yet. Got any news? Well, if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. I know nothing at all. Okay. And there's a Super Breath 1 pickup that I don't need. Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to beat an NES game. What are you doing? And there's another phone booth if we need it. Further to the right here is a gangster trying to shoot us. And this is not where we need to go because this is the McKeesport Art Museum. So we're going to have to go further to the right to get to where I need to go, I think. And yet another phone booth. Controls are pretty weird and a little floaty, but I think you get used to them. I'm kind of getting used to them already. Ow. And there is a place around here where I need to go. And there it is. We're getting a help message just from being near this building. Which, no! I didn't want to do that. Now the enemies have reset. By the way, if you accidentally go to the map, with Super Flight, you can press select to back out, which is always a good thing. And you don't have to worry about accidentally using power from the item power, because you will not. You only use it when you fly to a destination. That's pretty much it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to something I can refill, and then press down at this door, which is near Jewels by Alexander, and press down. Now we need to fight the gangsters here, which I'm having a weird time trying to do because for some reason he tried to go through me. I thought I punched him in time. And there's another extension for our Super Breath level 2. And when we leave, there'll be NPCs here. We won't have to worry about fighting enemies anymore in this little particular section of the game, because you will never see NPCs and enemies at the same time. Many thanks. Well, we saved the jewelry store, so you'll thank us now. And from here, we need to go, if I can get to it. Well, I won't be able to fly there, because while Mount Royal and Metropolis Park were orange before, they're not orange now. You can only fly to certain areas within certain areas. And the more power you have for super flight, the longer your range will be. So we have to be pretty close to Mount Royal and Metropolis Park. We need to be in a certain radius of the map, really, in order to actually fly to those areas. Like, we can't do it here. We have to be further to the west in order to do this. And I was trying to jump and I couldn't do it. And I can't seem to do it here either. Not like I'm worried or anything. Do want to make my way further to the left. Yeah, it's not doing that either. I'm guessing it's because I used the super flight to fly up to that rooftop at the government tower. That's probably why. So it takes not only the amount of power you have currently, but also your max power as well, I would believe, when it comes to flying from one place to another. Like, it'll always tell you. So I'm now starting to figure out how that works. And I may have to refill on super flight, but I can't get it by defeating enemies. So how are we going to do this? Well, there's a way. There is a way. We just need to utilize it. And here's Daily Planet. No, that's the government tower, not Daily Planet. What am I thinking? We need to head further to the left for Daily Planet. Now, can I do this? No, I cannot. All right. Yeah, don't grab that. You need your health, Superman. Okay. If you go back to the Daily Planet and go inside, only the copy chief will be there. And if you talk to him, you'll get a password. And the password will dictate exactly what you have collected and what you've done, as far as I can tell. So, let me go ahead and make sure I have this all typed in and everything. I already have a slightly different password open in Notepad on the laptop, so let me change it just a little bit and check it twice and what have you. And this is your reminder that the game somehow has the biblical hymn known as Stand Up for Jesus in the soundtrack whenever you go to the Daily Planet. Where is that copy? I need it now. Don't worry, you'll get it. And if you input that password, you'll be able to refill all of your stats, I believe. So let's go ahead and try that now. Go to continue, and you can put in your password. So, move around with the control pad, A to confirm, B to back up, and thankfully, the passwords don't seem to be that bad. apostrophe Z A IFT. I could have sworn I had that wrong, or right for that matter. If that doesn't happen, I'm just going to use a different password. And I'm just going to input that in. What is going on here? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do this. MBQ GAYD AOA IEOZ. Now, thankfully, that one works. And did I get anything before that? It doesn't look like I did. Let me check my notes real quick. No, we don't have anything else now. So as far as I can tell, all I need to do now is equip Super Flight, and we need to turn back into Clark Kent before we do anything else. And we need to highlight Mount Royal with the A button, press start, and we'll fly to Mount Royal. So we are now in this little area, and we can hopefully do some stuff now. Hopefully. I like Palace Disco best. Of course you do. Don't you know my boyfriend? No. Yeah, some of the NPCs will definitely have flavor text, and that flavor text will not be important. Also, did anyone ever call dance clubs or discos this late in the 80s? I can maybe consider that being a Japanese thing, at least in Japan, back in the 80s. But I'm not sure if America ever did that. I hear there are some strange people in T-Borough. So let me see if I can still... I can't for some reason. Huh, okay, well, we need to head to the right here a little bit and not do that. And we need to use the X-ray vision to figure out where we need to be. And we need to beat up the ghosts too. Now they will try to leap over us, but as long as we jump over here on the way onto this screen and use the X-ray vision, we can easily get over here and defeat all the ghosts. In case any of them go off screen, you won't be able to take them out, in case they do. But you can just head all the way to the right and just reset all the enemies, and you can do this all over again. Northern University is where you want to be for all of this. And that gives us a heat vision pickup. Now, if you go, I believe, further to the left, because I believe you'll end up at a dead end otherwise. You'll be able to go to another area. That's the plan. All right. I probably shouldn't be doing this. But I'm going to be doing it anyway, just to show this off. So here is Glenmorgan Square. And if you go in, you'll need to use your X-ray vision to see these weird-looking cat ghosts. I believe they are cat ghosts. They can also spit fire at you, so you don't want to be careful when approaching them. And we just got an extension for the super spin. All right. Okay. And we have gotten ourselves a few pickups to get ourselves started off. So we have the one from Government Tower, we have the one from Jules by Alexander, we have the one for Nordham University, and we have the one from Glenmorgan Square. However, there are some other pickups that we will need to grab, and I'll go ahead and grab them in the next video. So join me next time where we do a little more exploration, get some more power extensions, and hopefully get on track for playing through this game. I'm actually looking through my notes right now, and yes, we will extend Super Flight too. I just hope that it'll let me go back to where I need to go. We'll see. We'll play this by ear. We'll see what happens. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!